So, my dear friends, as we all know that today I'm going to highlight on no resolutions, only habits, and this is going to be helpful for all of us. As 2025, we are going to say goodbye and we are going to welcome 2026. So, in this session, what we are expecting to learn is that we can distinguish between motivation-based change and system-based habit formation. And we can also apply neuroscience and behavioral economics principles to build sustainable habits and design one high leverage micro habit aligned to corporate KPIs and identify and eliminate habit friction in work and life. So this is the learning outcome that we are expecting after this session. So it is said that 80% of resolutions fail by February. We make on January 1st, but they fail by February. 80% of resolutions. Why? Can you think about this? Why? What could be the possible reason?
Sometimes resolutions are actually made from an emotional standpoint. And we always say a resolution is like a goal. This is what we want to do, what we want to achieve, this is what we want to be by 365 days from now and all the future. And then we say that this is an ambition or affirmation. But I think goals should be, or rather the resolution should be treated like a goal. And when we set a goal, we should also set it in a smart form. And so if the resolution and a goal are treated like one and the same, it will become more specific, more measurable, and better chance of achieving the resolution by the end of the year.
Exactly. Because when we make any resolution that is driven by our emotions, that is driven by our ambition, and that emotion and ambition is a very short-lived thing that goes away after some time.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why resolutions 80% fail. And I myself have experienced this. When I was attending the workshop with the Brigadier Sushil Bhasin, and that was the year when we were asked to make like very thoughtful resolution, and we spent many hours discussing with the colleagues, friends, and then doing it again and again, and then reviewing it, then again doing it. So I remember that time in my resolution it was that I have to complete because some of the books were in the pipeline and I was supposed to complete it. So in my resolution, it was like 5 books, completion of 5 books. Then I didn't realize that it's not only the book writing or book completion that is on my plate, but there are many other things that I have to focus and I have to spend time. So while making the resolution, what's in my mind? Only I am looking at my ambition. And literally by the end of the year, I could only complete one. But then I was happy that okay, 20% is the success rate for me. So anyway, if not 5, at least I could complete one. So again, I can say that 80% failure. So this research where it says that 80% resolutions fail, it is really true. Only 20% they succeed. So the reason is because, as the great philosopher Aristotle has said, that we are what we do every day as a habit. That's what we are. We are what we repeatedly do. So
Right.
when we do the things repeatedly, that becomes our identity, that becomes our personality, that becomes our habits. And then to do those things, we don't require extra efforts. We go on to
Yes.
the automation mode. There was a movie of Shahid Kapoor where he was a doctor and he was very drunk, and then still he was able to do the operations successfully. And he used to guide the nurses and other doctors, junior doctors, and there was a big case on him. While none of his operations were unsuccessful, every operation was successful, but still he was taken to the court because he was drunk while he was performing the operation. So why he was able to do, even if he is drunk, but he is able to do the task properly because of he was in the automation mode. He was so habitual, so many operations he has performed that it has
Yeah.
become his habit.
Habit.
So the corporate reality is that high performance fail not due to lack of ambition, but lack of systems. If
Yep.
system is there that every day morning you have to come and you have to uh, do this particular task. Maybe you have to read this daily affirmation, and there is a place where affirmations are written, and it is every day the people have to go and they have to read the affirmations, and then they have to get motivation, and then they start other work. Or maybe if there is a system that okay, every day you have to come and you have to put your thumb for the attendance, that when it becomes the habit, nobody will miss the attendance, marking the attendance. But if it is sometimes you do, nobody checks, nobody takes care of that, then naturally it will become, the people will become very casual
Right.
about this. So this is the neuroscience that speaks about habit formation and the temporary dream and desire. What is the difference between these two? So when we talk about the this one, the present bias means like what do I want to do and what should I do? There is always a conflict between these two things. What do I want to do and what should I do? What should I do means like the people, they normally go for the easy things, the things that requires less efforts, or maybe for the things that that is not very productive, where their attention span is not very deep attention is required. That is the reason why we are not able to form the habit and we are driven by the emotions temporarily. So habit says that if you have to do something, do it now. You know, if we have the habit, we will never procrastinate. We will do that, okay, if I have to do, I have to do it now. But normally the people's habit is that we procrastinate. Either we procrastinate very difficult task or we procrastinate very easy task. Between these two, something very easy, oh no problem, we will do later. What is hurry of doing it now? So there is a riddle: I grow stronger when ignored, weaker when fought, and disappear when redesigned. What am I?
Yeah.
So I grow stronger naturally. Why? A bad habit grows strongest.
True.
If we are ignoring the things, let it go, let it go, let it go, then naturally bad habits will become stronger. So when
Right.
it is ignored and when it is not fought, it becomes stronger. So that's why fighting habits strengthens neural pathway, and that becomes our in the automation mode. Redesigning environment weakens them. So if we are not paying attention towards our habits, then naturally we will be always in the loss.
True.
So there is a case study of Microsoft's cultural habit shift. So the old habit was that know it all culture, that everybody's, oh, I know it. If somebody
Yeah.
wants to explain something, no, I know it. You know, that is the old method, old thinking. Today also you will find some people, they have that thinking. Yes, yes, I know it. No, I know it very well. It works like this.
Yeah.
But what is the new habit? That learn it. Even if you know it, let the person explain. Let the person tell you, so that maybe there is some new aspects in some new dimensions, and maybe we are going to learn the new dimensions of that particular thing. So this small habit of learn it instead of saying that know it, it changes, it brings a lots of big difference in the corporates.
Mm.
So the learning gaps will be bridged by this habit, by this small habit. And then the people will be ready for the innovation revival, and then the people will be ready to do the new things in the at the corporate setup. So now this is the activity where we are supposed to design 1% habit. So if one thing I am going to change in my life, how it is going to give me the benefit in the terms of better focus, leadership presence, or maybe better health. So any one thing that I have to bring, like if I talk about myself, so I think in my case, if I take the example of exercise. Really, that's going to bring lots of difference in my life. One habit of, maybe I can start with the, after every meal, I can walk like 50 steps, not very big, that 1,000 steps or 2,000 steps or 500 steps. If I can take this 1% habit. So if now today I'm doing 1%, by the end of the year, when 365 days will be over, what will be the percentage of that? That will be 360
65.
multiplied by
65%.
365. So, but the only condition is that it should not be the ambitious resolution. What it has to be the habit formation without fail. Whether it is raining, whether it is not raining, whether it is too cold, too hot, whether I'm too busy, whether I'm not busy, whether I have time, no time. But this one habit I have to change and I have to make it in my routine. Then we can see the difference. And that difference is going to bring the result. Maybe immediately these 50 steps will not give me any result. Immediately I will feel, oh, 50 steps hardly matters. Not a single gram is reduced from my weight. But it has the long-term effects. Because once I have made the habit of walking after every meal, yesterday only one doctor has advised me that, okay, after meal, don't directly go to the bed or don't directly go to the sofa or couch. Instead of, you just walk. So if I make this habit, so maybe instead of 50 steps, you will agree with me, Mr. Nara, that never we will stop at 50 steps. If it has become a habit, yeah, we'll walk more. We'll go to the farther places.
Yes, exactly.
So that's what is the benefit of habit formation. In this grid, can you find some of the words that's given here? System, identity, cue, reward, micro, consistency.
Yes, can see all the words there already.
Yes. Out of this, which word you can see the first, at first glance?
First one was system.
Because it is in the first line.
Yes.
Yeah, that has
got is followed by identity, is followed by cue, then reward is the fifth one, and and so on. But yeah, a lot of those words are already there. They stand out very, very clear.
See, so each one of them, like system, identity, cue, reward, micro, consistency, all these words matter a lot when we talk about the corporate system, when we work in the corporate system. Even if, I think in the personal life also these words matter. But out of all these, which one word you think is the key of all other words, like that can help even to manage the other things as well?
I would say consistency will be a key word for me.
Very good. Consistency, yes, of course. And I would go to the system.
System, yeah. And
why
also,
the
I
same
feel
person?
like what just now in the earlier picture which you showed, I believe that maybe it's a combination of all of them, but then reward, because we are just dealing with humans, right? And so the reward is the very important aspect of the incentive, whether it is now or later. I think that reward or the incentive plays a very big role towards success of whatever we are engaging in.
Very true. See, why the same person, when he is in India, his total attitude towards the public property is different. And when the same person is in Singapore and same person is in Dubai or UAE, his attitude is different. His behavior is different.
Right.
Because of the system.
Yeah.
He knows very well that even if it is at 2 a.m. at night and he is at the signal and there is a red light and there is no passerby, no one, no police, nothing, no traffic police, still he has to wait there, and they wait.
Very true. Very true.
Because the system is developed in such a way.
Correct.
Yesterday, I was watching one video and that has attracted my attention towards, said that after one big conference of yoga, the people were fighting for the mats. Like, they were looting the mats, whatever
Oh,
things were there. So they were just taking and trying to take it away. And one lady and one gentleman, both were fighting for one mat. So after showing that picture, the gentleman has written very nicely that instead of teaching them yoga and how to take deep breath and how to do the other exercises, first you teach them the civic sense and civic education.
yes,
The things that is lying there doesn't belong to you.
correct.
How can you take those things and not only you are taking, but you are fighting for that?
That's true.
So that's what we don't have the system at place. We don't have this type of teaching anywhere.
That's right.
So that this system plays very important role in the formation. System we can make even in our family as well. It's not necessary that only the government makes the systems. There is a family system. There is a company system. There is organization system. There is institution system. So then naturally this system we have to develop. There, I was also looking for one thing that was very nice. I must share with you that when we go to the airport, there is always a separate area for the smokers. They go there, they stand there, they smoke, and when they go, naturally they feel little not very smart or confident of themselves, but naturally they feel that they are different than other people. So that's why other people are freely roaming around, going here and there, eating, drinking, and taking snacks and all those things. But they are here in this room and they are into very uncomfortable situation because there is no sofa, there is no couch, there is no bed where they can sit and then they can relax and smoke. They have to stand and they have to smoke. So by this example, it was said that in the same way we can make a system in our own house, and there we can have that this is a specific area where you have to use a gadget. That is gadget area. Okay. So if somebody has to do social networking, if somebody has to do some small work or something, you go there in that area, you do the things. But when you come back and when you are in the normal bedroom, drawing room, and family room, then you should not touch that. That is not gadget area. And then you interact with the people, talk to them, interact with them, ask them how was their day, and then share your feelings with them. So I really like this idea very much.
True, I think so. I think it's a good idea. Of course, you might find some people never come out of that gadget area at all for 24 hours.
That's very true, but I don't think that a human will accept it for the longer period of time. Maybe initially they will be in that area, but then they will also realize that because other people are having some other fun. Maybe they are playing carom, they are playing some board game, they are doing some other that family cooking time or something. So that will attract them.
True.
Okay, so now this is the time where we have to energize ourselves by saying that I don't rise to goals, I fall to systems.
Yeah.
Like when we go to Gurdwara, we fall to system. How? We have to place our shoe in that particular line because there are lines. But when we go to other religious places, okay, it is just thrown haphazard way. We also throw like that.
Yes. True.
So we fall to systems, and that's why we have to first create the system.
Correct. Because there are good systems and bad systems.
Yes, yes, yes. You are right. So if we are always thinking of goal, always thinking of ambition, always thinking of dream, then that will be only dreams and ambitions. But if we want to make them reality, then that's the reason why we have to go for the system.
Correct.
So the high level insight is that goals change results, habit change identity. Okay. If your habit, you are early riser, so that will be your identity. You are early riser because that has become your habit. But one day you achieve something and you got a gold medal, so that will be your goal. So you can achieve one gold medal in one day, then the rest of the other days We have seen many people's example that they were big stars and now they are on the roads. They were big athletes, now they are selling some pav bhaji on the road. So
Yes.
these type of things, because that was their goal and that has changed the result and they achieved that goal. But then after that, if habit formation is there, that becomes identity, and then identity changes destiny.
Correct.
So high performers don't chase excellence, they behave as who they believe they are.
So you have to internalize it.
Yes.
The high performers actually internalize those goals or objectives or aspirations, and then they live out their actual aspiration.
So it's not that when they are looking at the boss coming and approaching, then they are working on the laptop or the system, and otherwise they are watching some movie or they are on the scrolling the social media and reels and shorts and all. That
That's
culture will totally be abandoned by this habit formation.
correct.
They behave as who they believe they are.
That's right.
So if a habit improves you by 1% every day, what happens in 1 year? Naturally, we will improve by 365%.
Correct.
So participants, we all have to write one habit, one cue, one accountability partner. And this, I highlight this accountability partner because I have experienced this. What is my habit? That immediately when something comes to my mind that I have to do it, immediately I share it at least with one person. I call the person or I have a meeting with the person and I share. Then what happens? It becomes my accountability that I have already shared with it. Now I have to work upon this and I have to take it further. And then I have to take it to the destination and goal achievement. So accountability partner is important in our family life or the work life. So let's start asking ourselves, what system do I need? Who am I becoming? What small habit proves this identity today? So stop asking that what goal should I set? What we have to ask, that what system do I need for my own life? And who am I becoming? Am I becoming a very result cautious person, very systematic person, very creative person, innovative person? Which direction I have to take my life towards to? And what a small habit is going to prove that identity in me? That's what we have to ask, instead of asking that what goal I have to set and which resolution is going to be in the coming year.
Correct.
So success is not the result of one-time decisions, but the outcome of daily habits executed quietly. Every day do the same thing. Every day you perform. And then one day you will see the result. Like the drop of water, when we see the drop of water in the surrounding of the well. So that drop of water makes whole by years and years. We see by the end of years and years. So if that drop of water has that effect, naturally our habits are going to have the bigger effects on our life.
Right.
So instead of having big goals, we have to make small habits.
True.
So what EduFam believes in is to change behavior, stop selling the future, reward the present. So goals or resolutions are future. I will do this. This is my resolution to do this in this year.
Yes.
So instead of selling this, asking the people to make resolutions, what we have to do, reward the present. Today, what did you do to become what you want to be? What is your identity? You want to become a bestseller author. Which habit have you adopted that you are doing every day? And that is making you the bestseller author.
Correct.
That's what we have to reward the present. So thank you very much. I hope that what I wanted to convey, that instead of having resolution, we have to focus on habit formation. So this difference is clear. And now we are thinking in that directions, how we are going to make daily habits, weekly habits, monthly habits, and how we are going to become the personality or person that we want to be.
Very
Thank
good.
you. This is me, Dr. Halima Sadia, and this is my contact details. If somebody wants to attend a specific workshop on habit formation, how to make the habits, so they can contact me. And that's why you must have observed that my all the sessions are long sessions, like 30 days leadership, 30 days sustainability, because I believe in small habits doing every day. And if you do continuously 30 days, that naturally becomes habit and you are on the automation mode after that. That's why I believe in this, and that's what I'm doing in my own trainings and coachings. Thank you very
Sure.
much, Mr. Nara. You were really a great participant. And thank you. God bless you.
Sure. Most